Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple, stock is down 0.75%, and Apple now holding above 190 into closing. So going into tomorrow's session, your first line in the sand here on Apple, guys, 190. Now only 190 gives up, then watch out for this support down here, 187. 13 SMA and this rejection right here. So that should be a strong support, 187 and then 183. Now to the upside, as long as Apple can stay above 190, that is still a strong bull trend on Apple stock. Look at these moving averages right here. All are positive, sloping to the upside. So as long as Apple can hold 190, the next stop on Apple stock, 196, 198.37, and then possibly hitting previous all-time highs and going up to a fresh new all-time high. So watch out. As long as Apple can stay above 190, well, you're going to see possibly previous all-time highs retesting and maybe even a fresh new all-time high. On Amazon stock, it's absolutely flat on the day. And Amazon here, I don't know why we got a gap down here. That is just a glitch, but there is no gap here on Amazon. Amazon getting up to 185, getting a rejection, pulling back, and now trading above 183, holding 50 SMA, which is sitting close to 182. So here on Amazon, guys, watch out. If this thing can actually break and hold 185, this mini wedge or whatever you want to call it can play out, and this thing can retest possibly 190 again. Also, if this is actually a double top and Amazon breaking down, you need to see a confirmation, and that would be Amazon staying below 180, and in this case, so far that's not happening. So for tomorrow's session, 185 breaks, watch out for more upside up to 186.21, 13 SMA, and then 190. And below 182, 50 SMA, watch out for the support down here, 180, and soon as 180 gives up, you're going to see a drop down to this gap just below 174 on Amazon. On Tesla, stock is down 3.5%. So just when you think Tesla breaking out, this thing comes right back down and now holding above 177.61. I would say 178. So that is gonna be your line in the sand right here on Tesla, guys. If this thing wants to move higher, and I think a big move is coming on Tesla, look at these two Bollinger Bands right here. The one on top and the one on bottom, squeezing the stock right here in between. So a big move is coming very soon. Now, I don't know if that's going to play out to the upside. We do have this inverted head and shoulder on Tesla. And if this thing were to take out 200, that is when you're going to see a big, massive move on Tesla. But I think right now, all we need to do on Tesla, focus on this support 178. Because below that, you're going to see a drop down to 50 SMA, this red line, 171, and then the next support, 165, 152. Now to the upside, Tesla can break and hold 183, then watch out for a move back up to 190 and possibly up to even 200. On Google, stock is down 0.86%, so nothing big on Google, just cooling off today and coming back and retesting this support right here. And so far, that is holding right here, guys. 176 came down to 176.78, went back up, and now trading also over right here, 177.74, holding above rising 5-day moving average. So here on Google, your line in the sand, just like I said before, 176. And this thing is ready to pop even higher, all the way up to not only 180, even 182 possible on Google. Now, if there is a pullback where this thing takes out 176, then I'll be careful because Google can drop down to 174, 171.42, rising 20-day moving average, and then critical support down here at 170. On Microsoft, it's up 0.35%, and what I said in my last video, this thing played out exactly. We got that breakout over previous all-time highs, and now coming back and holding that as a support 430, and looks like we might be going up to 435 and then 440. That is going to be the next stop to the upside. Now at some point this support gives up 430, then watch out for the next support, rising 5-day moving average 425 and then 420 down to even 415. On Meta, it's up 0.68%, and this is unfortunate. When Meta was dropping yesterday, right here, down to this 20-day moving average, exactly at that time, guys, I did call this out in my Discord for my Patreon group that Meta is actually at a buy zone. And if you want to get in, this is it right here. And what happened today, guys? 474 almost from 462. So if you're missing out on big opportunities, and then when there is no opportunities and things are just pushing higher, and then you ask me a question like, hey EK, can I buy this now? No, that is not the time. When things giving you opportunity, that is when you should buy something if you want to buy it, right? But some people, they just don't learn. They want to get into something all over the place. When things are breaking out, they're getting in. When things are actually coming down and hitting a support at critical level and it's right time to get in, while ignoring that. And that is just retail sentiment. You cannot make money like that. It's hitting 20-day moving average exactly down here. I called it. Guess what? You missed a $10 move to the upside. But if you got in, kudos to you. You made a ton of money today because that is a over $10 move to the upside since you got in when I called it right here at 462. Now here on Meta, you can see it's finding resistance at 470. We actually got up to 474. But what happened? Closing under 470. So Meta needs to get above 470, and then you're going to see possibly a move up to this gap 484.58. Now below 470, there will be strong support at 460 now, 452, and below 452, this thing will drop in no man's land, and this thing can go down even more, 427.86, and possibly this gap down here at 400. On AMD, it's up 0.5%, and now with earnings from Nvidia, it's up 2%. So nothing big, not like last time where Nvidia went up and this thing was up, I think almost 5%. So here on AMD, guys, one thing is clear. So far, AMD not breaking above declining 50 SMA right here, 165-ish, and now we will have that breakout tomorrow. So now if AMD can actually stay above 164 to 165, you're going to see a massive pump up to 184 and then this gap 188. Now tomorrow, if there is a chance, you can buy the dip. Watch out, 164, that's gonna be a dip buy zone. And look at today, guys, and I make these videos for you guys every time for these levels, and a lot of you guys are actually sharing how much money you made watching my videos, and I do appreciate that. And last video actually got over 100 likes, so really appreciate that, guys. That keeps me going. So keep putting those likes on my video, and I'll keep putting out these videos for you guys so you can make even more money crushing this market. Now again today, look at this. I know it was earnings from Nvidia, kind of risky, but it was there for you to buy that dip and make money as long as you have a stop loss. Look at this, 164, and then things went higher back up to almost 166. So money was there even today. So for tomorrow, 164 to 165, you line the sand, and below that 160, this gap down here, which is exactly at 159.69. Now I think tomorrow this thing will run. So if there is an opportunity at 164 to 165, grab it, and this thing can move even higher. But make sure you use a stop loss, because if this thing breaks below 164, there will be more downside, possibly down to this gap. So Netflix also down on the day, 1.56%, so nothing big, and we did call this out before that. Look at this bull flag consolidation, and what happened, guys? This thing broke out, and look at this pump, 650. The next target came yesterday. I did not cover all these names yesterday. I was taking some time off and just watching, see if my video is actually getting 100 likes. Then I would put out another video, which you guys did an awesome job, and that is why all these videos are coming out again. So here on Netflix, you can see we actually came back and not even retesting 630. So far this thing is bullish, and it can go up again. So do not go and short Netflix As a matter of fact, if there is a pullback, I would say 625 to 630. As long as the support can hold top of this range consolidation breakout, that is your dip buy zone on Nflx for a move all the way up to now, not only 650, 660, and possibly even 700. So this thing on a massive breakout, and just like everything else hitting all-time highs, this thing can go. So watch out. If there is an opportunity here at 630 to 625, as long as the support can hold. Now keep that in mind as I give you guys all these levels. Also, I'm giving you a stop because things can always break, right? And that is why as a trader, as an investor, you always need a stop loss. A lot of people will just go in and, hey, I got this right here and now I'm down. Well, where is your stop? Where is your stop? You gotta put a stop whenever you take a position here in this market, unless you're long term, like long term, and you're buying shares for long term, then you don't look at your account every day and you don't need a stop loss, right? And even then, you don't want to buy something right up here at 640, right? So watch out. If there is a pullback down here, that's going to be a strong support. Now, for continuation, the next stop will be 650 again, 660, and then possibly going up to straight 700. Now, if things actually break down below 625, I want to give you next level 619 and then 604 right here. On Nvidia, stock is down 0.46%. Well, that is for the day, and now it's up 6.5%. Massive rally just after earnings. Yes, they got a beat on earnings, and also I think I didn't even look at it because I've been making videos since the earnings came out. I think they also got a split. So if that happens, well, this is your last chance to actually trade and do whatever you want to do tomorrow with Nvidia, because after the split, just like every other stock, you name it, Amazon, Google, Tesla, usually it dies down for days. It's gonna move like a snail. So now is your time. If you want to catch a big move, this is it right here on Nvidia stock. So for tomorrow, well, obviously I don't have any levels to give you guys depending on where things open tomorrow. If we can open above, I would say this previous all-time highs, 974, and we get a pullback down here, well, that is your dip buying opportunity. That should hold anywhere from 974 to I would say right here 960. That is going to be a strong support on a pullback. I don't think tomorrow this thing will come down and close the gap, but it's not a guarantee. Things can pull back. You will see tomorrow morning this thing will be right here above the Bollinger Band. Now to the upside, the next stop definitely can go up to 1020, possibly up to even 1080. Now, is that going to happen tomorrow? I don't think so, but things can actually push. This thing can go up easily another 30-40 bucks. In that case, watch out. Nvidia might be moving tomorrow. And like I said, after that split, this thing will die down. It's gonna move like a snail, just like every other stock. So now is the time to actually trade Nvidia if you want to trade, because this thing is moving and definitely will move tomorrow morning. Let me know your thoughts on that, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.